and a bomb is going off, or they grabbing you up, or they shooting lasers at you, or shooting the sound waves, or exactly. But it's going to get that way to where.
In other words, Ferguson is coming to a town near you.
You're gonna have to tread lightly. You know, you're going to try to get out your house when things start happening and popping off and the lights start going out and blackouts are there and all that. And you're going to try to get out the regular way. You're going to try to get on a highway or the regular road you get on, and it's going to be all blocked off. And who's going to be there? The martial law, the MRAPs, military police with bayonets, you know, grenades, rocket launchers, helicopters, drones. You know, all that stuff is coming, man. Military police in riot gear, police in military outfits. So you're not going to be able. Now you can't even determine whether somebody is an actual cop or a damn military man.
The MRAPs. Yeah, we did this thing. There was this festival up there in Connecticut, and there was an MRAP that passed by, and I took a video of it. And I put the video up, man. A lot of you jakes are asleep, man. And you dudes in the black unconscious community, you know, I got to say this about them brothers, man. I believe a lot of them guys are sincere, but they just don't know what was really coming down the pike, so to speak, you know. They're trying to wake up their people to that, you know, Kemet, you know, bullshit. Kemet is not the way, man. And it's getting played out, man. You had that little thing last night with Sarnetta at the studio, at Sarnetta's studio, which is nothing but his house. You know what I'm saying? Just like we got a studio, he got a studio, right? Anyway, they had the guest come over and talk and all that, man. And basically, they're talking about, they're not even going into like the guy, he calls himself Elder Gabar. All right, and they had the other brother with him, the other young brother, which he's a Levite, but I thought he was one of the Latin tribes. Yeah, he's Levi. You know, like when they used to thought that I was a Latin tribe. I'm a Levite. I'm Levi. I'm Levi, all right? Y'all know what's up with Levi, right? I'm Levi, okay? Just so y'all know, okay? But anyway, they were going back and forth into the origins of the Bible and Kemet and all that, but they wasn't even teaching the people, man. And you know, I was looking at the comments, and people are kind of getting tired of that shit, man. It's like they're saying, well, this shit ain't going nowhere. And when you have that debate come February 8th, at the end of the day, I guarantee you, man, everybody that goes to that debate that's in the audience that are Israel, they're going to leave knowing that they're Israel. Everybody that's so-called Kemetic, they're going to leave knowing that there ain't going to be no change, man. If 60% of them are Kemet, the audience are Kemet people, and 40% are Israelites or whatever, at the end of that debate, they're going to go believing that they're still who they were when they came up in there, man. So it's going nowhere. Okay? Like this guy, Shaka made a statement that there's more, they dug up more stuff on Egypt and there's more information on Egypt than there is Israel. Maybe there is, maybe there not. You know what, if there is, so what? What's the point? What's the fucking point, brother? The point is, are we Kemetic or are we Israelites? That's the goddamn point, man. I don't give a damn how much stuff the Jesuits done dug up. Yeah, and most of them niggas, most of them crackers, them Edomites that dug up that shit, all right, they were either Masons or Jesuits, man.
Yeah. And they have an agenda. And the agenda is the New World Order. You know, as long as they can keep you blinded to thinking that the so-called black man in this country, and I use that term black man loosely because I know the truth. As long as they keep the so-called black man in this so-called society blinded to who they really are, then you have no purpose or no way to go. Now,
those guys in the black conscious community, whether they know it or not, or whether they're part of it or down with it, they're part of the controlled opposition. That's it. Whether they know it or not, they're part of the controlled opposition. Yep. The truth is that the so-called black man in this society and the Latin tribes, the people of North, Central, and South America, are the Israelites. Right. Their line don't go back to the Kemetic people.
Yeah, because the bottom line is that all that debating that's going on, you know, all this bullshit that's going on back and forth about Kemet and Amenhotep and Tutmosis and Amun-Ra and Ramesses this and Ramesses that. What's right? And Osiris and Isis and Tut and all that.
Now, this guy, I wanted to kind of hold it, but I'm gonna bring it out anyway. Shaka had read from that little. He calls it a book. It's a pamphlet. All right, it's a booklet. A pamphlet, or about 20 pages. Now he read something out of it where it's written on the walls of Egypt, and it was speaking about Horus, how he rose on the third day. Well, if you go to the scriptures, and you said that we stole that from the writings of Horus to fit what the world calls Jesus Christ, it says in the scriptures that he rose on the fourth day. That's right. So shut the hell up, man.
And they get that whole bullshit from the winter solstice. You know,
it came from the Babylonians.
Right, which go with
story of Nimrod, Tammuz, and Semiramis.
Right, because on December 21st, which is supposed to be the winter solstice, that's supposed to be when the sun dies, and 3 days later it comes back into power. The light comes back. This is all bullshit, man.
That to Christ, the Christ being raised on the third day.
Right, and then the scriptures say that the Lord would be in the grave 3 days and 3 nights, and after that he will rise. Which means what? If you're in the grave 3 days and 3 nights, you're gonna rise on the fourth day. So the beginning of the fourth day is when you're coming back out of that tomb. It ain't talking about no 3 days. That's that bullshit that they teach you, and that whole that Kemet stuff is played out, man. You know.
That means he's not going. He goes into one scripture. You got to go into all the scriptures, my man. You got to learn this book. Right. I mean, I'm not going to fight you on the so-called Kemetic knowledge that you have. Because it's obvious that you know more about it than me, about the what is it, the Metu Netta and the Ma'at and the pyramid text and the coffin text and all that. I'm not going to fight you on that because that's something that you put a lot of time in. For me to read a couple of books or get a couple of some information, man, I'm not going to be able to deal with you because that's your thing, man. That's your thing. Our thing is the scriptures, something that you don't know, man.
Yeah. Get the mic.
You said something about the Jesuits, right? So I got a little something right here from Wikipedia. It says,
and they'll say that's not a valid source because
it's
on source. Wikipedia.
Oh no, what this guy said? Hold up, what this guy said? Shaka, he said he doesn't deal with the King James Bible. He deals with the new, what is it? The new revised version. What is that? The NRV. There was the new revised standard version, which came about in freaking 1989, and basically. When you go into it and you go into the actual Hebrew and the Greek, they go way the fuck off because he said that's what the scholars do. First of all, the scholars that you're talking about are a bunch of goddamn fucking white men, are fucking faggots, man. Jesuits. It came out in 89 and it's bullshit. That's right. Oh, I don't deal with the King James Version because the scholars and the... Because you follow the fucking white, you love the goddamn white man, man. And then what they changed, when you look it up, when you go into the you can go into the Google or the Wikipedia, and basically what they did was change certain things, and they took certain passages out of the scriptures that when it was speaking about a man, they made it to be not gender specific. So you can't say we don't know if it's a man, we don't know if it's a woman. Well, that's what spirit you rolling in, man. You rolling with the fucking white man, just like your the man that you always talk about, Sheikh Apadiak. First of all, he was a Muslim. All right. Number two, he married a fucking white woman. Number three, he did this one. I think he wrote a book because I was studying it earlier, and he gave props. What's the term? He gave props. I can't think of the term. He paid homage, but there's another term for it. And it was a damn fucking white man from France. He accredited to this fucking white man. The man married a fucking white woman, which you were into white women. All right.